Research is a vital element of good education delivery. It has made major advancements possible in the area of curriculum development and reform, teaching challenging students, recognizing personal preferences and differences, and customizing teaching strategies to meet the needs of each student. In the world of information systems and technology, new goods and services like computers, smartphones, and the internet have been conceived. Additionally, it has transformed industries like that of communication, transportation, and healthcare. In the College of Information and Computing Sciences, both students and faculty members have embarked on pursuing research that may continue to transform society.
It begins with a promise. Before we talk about research outputs and publication counts, I want to take you back to something more fundamental. Marinduque State University exists with a clear and deliberate purpose. Our mission is not simply to offer degree programs. It is to develop competent, creative, and socially responsible professionals through quality instruction, research, and community engagement, who will contribute meaningfully to national development and global competitiveness. Every research paper our faculty writes, every conference they attend, it is not just an academic activity. It is this mission made visible. Research at MARSU, it is not a box to be checked. It is one of the three pillars of which this university was built. It is how this institution fulfills its promise to the people of Marinduque, to the Mimaropa region, and to the Filipino nation. This is our why, which I am about to share with you and which must be understood. The research core of MARSU. At the heart of MARSU's research enterprise is the University Research Manual, the governing document that gives structure, integrity, and consistency to how research is done across all colleges and programs. This manual sets the standards for research ethics, fund management, intellectual property, and publication practices. It is not aspirational. It is operational, the actual playbook of our researchers work from. And I want to be clear, all the research outputs, publications, and activities were conducted under this existing manual. It is the foundation that made everything possible. Now, that same manual is currently being updated. And here is what makes that significant. It was not an accreditor who called for it. It was MARSU itself. The Office of the Vice President for Research, Extension, and Training, led by Dr. Maria Edelwina M. Blase, issued Memorandum Number I-24 Series of 2026, directing all OVP-REP directors to expedite the updating of their operational manuals. The updated manual is being reviewed, harmonized, and prepared for endorsement to the Research and Extension Council, with a clear timeline already in place, and a target approval. This is MARSU moving on its own initiative, not catching up to a requirement, but getting ahead of one. The existing manual served us well. The updated one will serve us even better. At the top, the university president provides institutional leadership and direction. The Vice President for Research and Extension is the direct champion of research programs, overseeing fund mobilization, capacity development, and research dissemination across all colleges. Within our college, the Dean of CICS and the CICS Research Coordinator translates these institutional priorities into action, organizing activities, endorsing researchers, facilitating publications, and connecting our faculty to external opportunities. This is not a flat structure. It is a chain of support, each level amplifying the work of the level below it. Structures and manuals do not write papers. People do. The faculty researchers of the College of Information and Computing Sciences, the men and the women. These are not just faculty members who teach. They are scholars who produce, who take the time outside of their teaching loads to investigate, to write, to submit, to revise, and to persist through the often difficult processes of scholarly publication. CICS research community represent active researchers across disciplines that include information system, data science, cybersecurity, software engineering, and technology for development. They are the reason the numbers you will see in a moment are not just possible. They are real. And now, the BSIT story. You know, when people think of research in a state university on an island province, they sometimes assume it's limited, local, small. The Bachelor of Science in Information Technology program of Marinduque State University is here to tell a center-of-the-heart story, where research serves as the backbone that gives life and direction to every innovation. Over the past 5 years, our faculty have not just done research. They have published in internationally indexed journals, stood on stages like Vietnam and beyond, created materials that protects intellectual property, and mentored the next generation of researchers right here in Marinduque. Every strong research culture starts with a strong foundation, and ours begins with the Marinduque State University Research Manual, which I introduced a moment ago. This manual is not a bureaucratic document gathering dust on a shelf. It is the living framework that governs how we do research here, how we handle ethics, how we manage funds, how we treat intellectual property, and how we ensure that the work of our faculty produces meets the standard of both national and international scholarship. And right now, that manual is being updated. Not because we were told to, but because we know that the landscape of research has changed. And our policies need to keep pace with open access publishing, data privacy standards, and the realities of interdisciplinary work. Sitting alongside the university manual is the CICS Research Agenda, our college-owned strategic compass. It tells us where to focus. It connects our faculty scholarship to the needs of our community, our region, and our nation. Network infrastructure, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence. These are not just buzzwords. They are the areas where our researchers are actively producing knowledge, where we've been. Let's go back 5 years. In the past 5 years, the BSIT faculty completed research projects, not attempted, not started and shelved, completed, with reports, outputs, and community impact. Some of these were done in partnership with external agencies. These projects has a paper trail, office orders, memoranda, fund disbursement records, liquidation reports, and where applicable, memoranda of agreement with partner institutions. It was done with discipline and documentation. That discipline is one of our quiet strengths. What we've built. Now, let's talk about what we have actually produced. On the conference stage, our faculty has presented research papers in national conferences, and papers in international conferences and fora. These are not passive attendances. Our researchers stood before peers from across the world and defended their work. One moment I want to highlight: our participation in where our faculty traveled to and presented to an international audience. The institution stood behind them. Official time, travel support, institutional endorsement. Because when a BSIT faculty member presents internationally, it's not just their achievement. It is Marinduque State University's achievement. And I want to be transparent about something. A recommendation from our previous accreditation cycle asked us to ensure that research presentations are closely aligned with each faculty member's area of specializations. CICS took that seriously. We have prepared a matrix that maps every research presented to the faculty member's specialization and the courses they handled. This is no longer a gap. This is now a deliberate practice. In print, nationally, and internationally. Publishing in Scopus and Web of Science is not easy. It is not fast, and it is not guaranteed. But we did it. In the last 5 years, BSIT faculty published articles in international referred journals, including those indexed in Scopus and the Web of Science, the gold standard of academic publication. We also contributed papers to national referred journals. This ensures our research speaks not only to the global academic community, but also to our national peers. And our work is being read. It is being cited. We have verified citation records through Google Scholar and other platforms, showing that the ideas of our faculty put into prints are being engaged by the other researchers. That is the true measure of scholarship. Not just what it was published, but that it was used. The previous accreditation cycle challenged us to aim for at least 6 Scopus or whose index publications. That target is now embedded in our faculty's individual performance commitment, the OPCR. Research output is no longer optional, it is expected. And our faculty have risen to that expectation. Beyond journals and conferences, our faculty have created things: real, tangible, intellectual property, copyrighted learning materials and instructional modules, official registration of IPO-PHL, and the National Library. These are not just teaching aids. They are protected works that carry the name of Marinduque State University. Where we're going. Everything I've described to you, the publications, the presentations, the copyrights, did not happen by accident. And it will not continue by accident either. We are actively investigating in the next wave of BSIT researchers as we aim to grow much bigger. In the last accreditation period, we were asked to provide more structured support for manuscript preparation and the publication process. We responded with capacity development activities, workshops, write-shops, mentoring sessions, organized both internally through our OVPRE and through external platforms like the Mimaropa Insight Initiative. Faculty are not left to navigate the complex world of academic publishing alone. They are guided, they are mentored, they are given the tools and the confidence to submit, revise, and persist until their work finds its place in print. We are not just producing researchers. We are building a research community. And the evidence of that investment is not just the numbers. It is the papers currently being written, the manuscripts currently under review, and the ideas currently being tested in our classrooms and laboratories. The pipeline is full. The direction is clear. This is who we are. I hope you see a program that has been doing the hard, unglamorous, and absolutely essential work of scholarship, consistently, deliberately, and with growing ambition. We have taken every evaluator recommendation seriously. We have responded not with promises, but with evidence. And the story we are telling today is not the end of our research journey. It is the progress report from somewhere in the middle. We were a program finding its research footing 5 years ago. Today, we are a program with published scholars, cited work, protected intellectual property, and a systematic pipeline for developing the next generation of BSIS researchers. 5 years from now, the BSIS program of Marinduque State University will be recognized, not just only in this region, but internationally, as a program where information system research is taken seriously, done with rigor, and shared with the world. That is the commitment we have already begun to keep. The story is in these people. Maraming salamat.